Hey guys, Wild Spirit Stables here, and today I'm going to be giving you a video on my show packet. I got a request to show everyone my show packet, so that's what I'm going to do today. Mine's nothing fancy. It doesn't have, I don't bring like a box of anything, like I don't have a big bin to carry things in. Everything just kind of fits where they can fit into my bag. So first of all, if you have a show like mine that uses 3x5 cards, I use this fancy little thing. I mean, you don't have to go this fancy. I'm sure you could use a plastic bag as well. I used to use Ziploc bags and they worked just fine, but now I have quite a lot of horses, and so this is very helpful, especially since I show in several different divisions. And so I have my little dividers in here. I have traditional, mini, custom, artist resin mini, and workmanship. You can't really see that, but that one's workmanship. And so I just have all my horses. There's my All-American Girls card. And I like it this way, so then I put them all in order of their classes so that I'm not rushing at the end to be like when the horse is due on the table to be like, oh no, where did Expensive Hobbies card go? Then I'll know that, oh hey, she's in the first class. Here we go, here's her card. So I don't have to hunt around for it, because that can take up a lot of time, especially if you happen to be showing a whole lot of horses like I am. You want to save as much time as possible when it comes to a show, otherwise you stress out and it's not good. And next, I have this bucket full of documentations. I got both of these at Office Max. This one was a 3x5 card holder, and this one is a photo holder, a 4x6. And that was the perfect size for my documentations. It's an amazing size. And then next, get a class list. Print off a class list. You can either print one off directly from the website. If that's good if you're not showing like 1,000,000 horses per class. But if you're like me and tend to show all 3 horses that you are limited in each class, then I just make this little thing in what's it called? In Excel. I'm not an Excel master at all, but it was very helpful. And so what I do, I have the division name on the top. So there's OF Traditional, and then this column down here is the class number and name. So you see there's like 43A Arabian Stallion and Gelding, 43B Arabian Mare, you know, stuff like that. And then on this side is the horse's name. So it'll be all the horses that I'm showing in each class. So like in Arabian Mare, I'm showing Expensive Hobby, Freedom Fire, and Bella Notte. This is really helpful, so I can be like, okay, gotta get everything in order, gotta make everything fun, and then it helps me so I can keep these guys in order too, because I make them in the order that I wrote these down. And then on this side over here, on that last column, is going to be the placing that the horse got. So if my horse gets a placing, I'll write it down over here. And so I can be like, okay, maybe Expensive Hobby gets a 4th place. Then I can write a 4 there. So then that just helps me keep track of who got what, so I can record everything later. And then as we go down, I'll generally highlight each class once we finish them. Then it helps me keep track of where we are in the show and all that fun stuff. And then next, let's say you get a new horse. Let's say you get a new horse, or some of your packing material dies. Then bring extra pony pouches. I always make extra ones just in case. Just in case I get a new horse that's not new in box. I'll bring those guys. And bring extra bubble wrap. Because after all, if you get a new horse, you want them to travel home safely with you. So there's those. And again, if you get a new horse, also bring extra 3x5 cards. I don't have any extra ones in here right now. I need to put those in there. But bring extra 3x5 cards so you can fill out if you plan to show the horse that day. Or you can bring leg tags, whatever your show happens to use. And bring a horse book. Like, even if you don't plan to show any new horses, this just makes good reading material while you're there. So you can be like, oh hey, here we go. I'll just, like, if you're kind of sitting there bored, not have anything to do, like during lunchtime or something. If you're done packing with the horses that you need to pack, just open this up, kind of read through it. It's just good light reading. And again, if you get a new horse, you can look through that and figure out the breed of the horse. Don't bring a big giant book. This is mine. It's pretty small. I also have another one that's about half the size, but this one's really in depth and I love it. All right, next. Let's see. If you have a camera like mine that needs batteries, bring extra batteries because you don't want your camera to die halfway through the show. That's always depressing because you want to take photos after all. And if you have a camera that has a rechargeable battery, like my old camera, then bring its charger because the show halls often have plugs in the rooms because they are generally used for conferences and stuff like that. So there needs to be room so people can plug in their laptops. So be sure to bring the charger as well so that you can charge your camera just in case you notice it starts getting low. Like even if it's at halfway, charge it. Next, bring these brushes. Bring a big floofy one. Yes, I found it. I don't think I found it in my last video that I needed to use it, but I did find it. And then bring one that's a little more firm. This one's good for like manes and tails and stuff like that to get the dust out. And this one's just for the entire horse. Because even if you dust your horse before the show, it will still get dust on it. Trust me, everyone's frantically dusting their horses at shows. I promise you will need it. Also bring a pen and a pencil for obvious reasons. You need to write stuff down a lot. If you have like a class list like I do, it's important. And then you want to bring like a black and a brown kind of horsey colors of colored pencils. That is just in case you unwrap your horse at the show and find out that, oh no, he has a new rub. So then you can do a quick little repair right at the show before you show your horse. So there's those guys. Let's see. And last but most certainly not least, you need to bring snacks of some sort. Seriously, bring like a drink. Bring a drink for sure. You need to have, whether it be water, Gatorade, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, whatever. It would be awesome if you bring like sugar or something, because then you can be like, yay, I can stay awake all show. But be sure you have water too, so you stay hydrated. Because even though a lot of shows have drinking fountains, a lot of times people don't want to leave that room. So yeah, so just bring something with you so you can drink at the show, so you stay hydrated and so you stay awake. And then you also want to bring like a granola bar, fruit snack, something like that, like a protein bar, just something to get you up and going halfway through the show, because shows can run pretty long, so you need to be sure you stay awake and alert. So a granola bar is really good for that. And finally, bring some chocolate. Chocolate's very important too. You can't get through a show without sugar of some sort. So bring candy. You can get away with eating a lot of candy at shows, I promise. So yeah, that is it for that one. That's all I can think of that I usually bring in my show kit. Like I said, I don't have a whole organized setup of what I bring. I just kind of throw things into my bag and I'm like, okay, I think I need this. I think I need this. I'm pretty sure I need this. I just kind of throw it all in there. So yeah, there's that for you guys. If you ever have a request for another show video or just really any video, if you have a question for me, just ask me in the comments. Just feel free to let me know. All right, thank you so much for watching, you guys.